What's up, guys? It's Dan here again, back with more from SmashPad's top 10 games of 2025. And right now we are at number 3, and number 3 is Dispatch, developed and published by Ad Hoc Studio. Dispatch is a game that came out of absolutely nowhere. This is definitely a game that we were looking forward to, but I don't think anybody anticipated the game going through this much hype. For those of you unfamiliar with Dispatch or Ad Hoc Studio is mainly made up of people who came from Telltale. So a lot of their storytelling comes back here, and it just goes to show that, their way of making games and telling stories is not dead. A lot of people thought they were dead in the water when they decided this game would be episodic, and it actually really, really helped them. And yeah, just looking at it, comparing it to The Walking Dead, Tales from the Borderlands, and everything they've made in the past, they've shown that they're leaps and bounds and strides away from that system, and it goes to show that if you have a good system and nice animation and good storytelling, like, your stuff is here to stay, and that's exactly what Dispatch did. So this is chapter 5 or episode 5 of the series. Easily one of my favorite ones in the series, and I'm not going to delve too much into spoilers. A lot of this stuff here can come off as pretty random, so you just can enjoy it for what it is, but I will just play through what I think you guys need to see. So here you see the main character, Robert Robertson, checking in for his shift. If you don't know what the game is about, you pretty much play an estranged superhero who doesn't have his powers anymore. So now he works in an office as the guy behind the computer, dispatching heroes to wherever they have to be to save the world or save the city and whatnot. So here you have his screen and 8 heroes ready for him to deploy or dispatch whenever ready. You have a bird's eye view of the city based on LA here, and yeah, you just go ahead and get ready to roll. So as as things pop up, I'll show you what we're doing.
Middle School needs judges for our annual talent show.
All right, so we have the scenario here. We can go ahead and dispatch 2 heroes, and it says here that we need to send someone magnetic and someone who's good with kids. So I would think that you need someone who has both charisma and vigor, which is the bottom left stat category there and the one on the upper right. So when you choose one character and then choose the other one, you pretty much combine what they're able to do, and you want to be able to hope that their stats are enough to go ahead and cover the scenario. We'll show you that in just a little bit. So here at the bottom we see another scenario happening. It's a rescue mission. We have to navigate tunnels and save the workers before they run out of air. We can send up to 4 heroes, and usually the more heroes you send, the more likely it is you'll go ahead and accomplish this mission, but it's never a guarantee because, oftentimes you could send the wrong people with the wrong stats, or, a lot of story-based things can happen, or maybe, like, the heroes don't like each other. But yeah, with the heroes we've chosen, we've filled most of that void, so we'll just go ahead and see how that works out. This first mission is over, and let's see here. Alright, we have 100% certainty that it'll pass, and that happens here. So far, so good. Alright, Punch Up and Malevola are coming back home. Shout out to Alana Pierce, she is the voice of Malevola. So here we had our mission sort of delayed here, and we have to choose an option to see what's best, and we just crossed the threshold, so we just properly rescue the transit workers here. Ideal. So we're 2-0 as far as the missions today, and with every mission you get experience points, which you can use to go ahead and upgrade the skills for each of your characters. So we're going to go ahead and upgrade the mobility on Invisigal, aka Invisibitch. And we'll do the same for Waterboy, who has 2 skills to spend. When we started with Waterboy, all of his stats were at 1, so we've definitely made a lot of progress with him here.
Everybody should step back.
So when each hero goes back to base, they have a rest period, as you can see with their gauges there in the middle. This next mission, we have this ability from Waterboy, where if he's not being sent anywhere, he'll just go ahead and go on his own. But we'll just go ahead and provide him some support. See who else we can put in there. So just put him here, and we'll go ahead and add Flambe or Golem. Alright, now we have a lot of things going on at the same time. And that's where things get kind of tricky, because, you know, you might run into a scenario where one of your heroes with the most ideal stats for a given scenario is already out, or maybe they're even injured if you failed a mission before. So these are things you want to take note of.
SDN's tolerable and inclusive workplace make you a great
This one
sponsor
only
for
needs
aliens
one,
among
and
us.
preferably an alien-like hero, so I'm going to choose someone that does not look like a human. And I think I'll go with Golem. Malevola seems like a good idea too, but we'll just go ahead and go with Golem.
I remember my
Alright.
first talent show. I got second place.
Hero training, these are pretty easy. You can't really fail these. You just go ahead and send one hero that you think can go ahead and use another ability. So we're just going to go ahead and throw Sonar in here. Alright, Waterboy is off and on doing his thing. The training is over, so we can go ahead and unlock one of these abilities for Sonar.
Sounds like a real bop.
Never say Bob again.
And there we go. One version of him can be immune to injuries, which is ideal in case you do run into a failure option. Alright, so I don't have Phenomenon, so I don't have the locked option, so I'll just try one of these two and hope for the best. Alright, just gotta surpass those, and I did not do that at all. I just chose people with the wrong stat categories, and that's what happens. You fail missions, you go back home, they get injured. Alright, we have a pretty good success right here. Alright, that's pass.
The baddest.
Okay. And we're also going to level up both Waterboy and Prism. Let's start off with Prism. Let's go ahead and choose... Let's choose Mobility. Make them all faster. And then Waterboy. Let's continue on with that Vigor.
Deirdre Z. Yes, that Deirdre Z.
Now we got to outsmart the Persistent Stalker, which means we want to use intelligent superheroes. So looking at who has the most intelligence, I see Sonar. I'll go ahead and send him out. And who can add the most? Looks like Punch Up is the ideal one to send. Maybe even Invisigal. I don't know. I'll go ahead and go with Punch Up. I use Invisigal a lot, so we'll go ahead and go with that.
We're good.
We'll go ahead and send Flambe to Flight School. Alright, we got this mission going on here, but I only have 2 available heroes, so I'm going to try to wait it out until we have more available to go ahead and send over. Alright, so this is my least favorite thing in the game. This is hacking, okay? It's also the most active part, which is probably the reason why I hate it the most, but let's just show it to you for a little bit. The code there is right, right, left. That wasn't the answer. What am I doing wrong? It was right, right. Is it left, left, right? Do I have to read it backwards? I don't know. Yeah, it's in mirrored form. Oh, okay, okay. So it's supposed to be left, right, right, I think? I have no idea what I'm doing. I think it's left, right, right. Let's just double check here. You can see with that meter up there, I'm running out of time. So let's see what it ended up being. Yes, it was left, right, right. So we got another one of these. We just gotta go ahead and put those inputs in. Okay, now we're being chased. This is what I hate about this. Like, you can't kill those things without electricity, and we don't appear to have any. So we just gotta, you know, get out. Alright. And I don't know the code, so we're gonna die.
Why?
Cool. Now, the cool thing here is I have 3 lives, but it's very possible to not make it. So, now that I know that we'll be chased here, we just gotta be mindful of being as quick as I can, and then, you know, gotta put the code Alright, I'm gonna go up because that's where the key is, and I just gotta memorize that. So it's left, left, right, right. Alright, let's go ahead and do that. Oh crap, I messed up already.
Focus.
Okay. Gotta do this again. Almost there. I think it was left, left, right, right. Oh no, not again. Oh! Okay, so I got it right, but then I got too excited, and this is my last chance. So I don't know if it's all already unlocked for me. Hopefully it is, because I don't want to go through that button combination again. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Looks like it's open, it's open, it's open. Just gotta dive our way through. Alright, we are good. We are good.
T-Sweet, here I come.
Okay, so this automatically makes this mission a pass.
Half man, half bat, all freak.
Gotta send one person for a performance. I don't know who to send. I don't really know what stats you need to have a good performance. Is it charisma? I'm not sure. So I'll just go ahead and send.
Torrance
We'll
Middle
do it
School
later.
is hosting an anti-bullying seminar, and it would mean a lot if a hero could come talk
Alright,
to
so
the
this anti-bullying seminar needs 3 people. It needs someone inspirational. It needs someone to discourage bullying. So I think it needs a combination of both charisma and vigor.
rolling out.
Alright, and we're gonna try Malevola. We're gonna go with the Golem as well as Prism there, and hopefully that goes well. Flambe passed his training, that's awesome, so he'll be faster when it comes to his flying. Malevola is getting to the mission. Flambe is going back to home base, and we have 3 people busy.
Background actor for an upcoming scene. The last one stormed
We
off
gotta
in a hurry.
send 1 person here. I haven't decided who to send yet. I have my picks here. I just don't know which one. I'll just go ahead and send Punch Up. Let's try Punch Up, you know.
Why? You miss a rabies shot or something?
Power was out at my place. Couldn't even check up on my investments.
Oh no, the numbers that go up and down every
Alright, another 100% here. Chose the right people.
I pray you
So
never
they
know
have
what
to
it's like
take some time to return to base and rest. And I'll have them again shortly. We appear to have things under control in the city. Oof, this will be close. Alright, we got it. We got it. Chose the right person, so that's a pass after
Good
all.
work, I guess.
Hey, we're getting flooded with calls about sewage in a couple neighborhoods. Which should we hit first?
So yeah, this is a game that, again, you know, we were definitely surprised with how well it did. I actually scored it a 3.5 in my review, which is actually one of the lower scores in OpenCritic. And it wasn't because I didn't like it. I just thought it wasn't worth the hype at the time, and I didn't like the hacking, and that really made it go down for a little bit. But it still made my top 10, and the main reason was I really enjoyed playing this game with my girlfriend. And she enjoyed it as well, so that was pretty cool. That was a cool experience to have. You know, there's no right or wrong way to do our lists. We weight them all in different ways, and this was just the way it ended up. And yeah, I just came back from a convention in Florida and saw some nice Dispatch cosplay, and I hope to see some more in the future. But yeah, let's go ahead and take a look at what we have to do for this sewage spill. You know, Waterboy is probably the ideal person to send in each one of these things here, because, you know, he just absorbs all the water, and he is water. Dude's moist. So yeah, let's just go ahead and send him there. This was an either-or mission. I had to do one of those 2 things, and I'm choosing this. So hopefully that one works out.
Honored to be nominated.
Actually, I'm pretty sure it's me.
There doesn't appear to be anything else, so this might be the last mission of the shift. Or at least the first half of the day. So again, like, you play as Robert Robertson. He works here as part of his full-time job. So he also goes on lunch, he goes on breaks and things like that. And he is the one on the mic talking to all these people, dispatching them to the various places in LA where they have to go ahead and conquer crimes. And these are the misfits, if you will. These are not the best heroes on the list. They are at the bottom of the scrap. Oh, here we go. We have one more mission to solve here. In need of a very specific hero for my upcoming project. So we need someone with an air of mystery and intellect and someone who's unassumingly strong. So, is that Punch Up? Like... So for those of you that don't know, Punch Up is like, he looks like he's a buff dude, but what this picture doesn't portray is that he's a midget. So... Oh, sorry, a small person.
Mysterious fire has broken out at the refinery. We got it under control.
Oh, there's a fire at the refinery. So with these kind of missions, you have to be careful. Because, for example, you see that X there at the top near the combat stat. If you send somebody up there who is too good at fighting, you'll fail the mission automatically. And you know what? I'm not even confident that that's how to read that. It might be the case where they can't have too high of more than one category. So this one is going to be a risk for me. We'll see how it goes. I am going to send Malevola. And I can send up to 4. Sending 4 might be a mistake just because everybody has high combat on my team that's available. Flambe. Yeah, I don't know. Let me just wait for this mission to finish and we'll see how it goes. Water boy.
Water. Boy time.
Alright, we'll do water boy and flambe. I feel like they'll cancel out because fire and water.
You jealous or something? Look, if you wanted to grab dinner, all you had to do is ask.
Yeah. You're not my type.
That's the nicest thing you've ever
69,
said.
nice. Alright, that's a pass. Nice.
That was surprisingly entertaining.
But yeah, Aaron Paul does an excellent job as Robert Robertson. I definitely forgot he was him at that point. Jeffrey Wright does an awesome job as well with his character in the game. He is a version of the Flash. Flambe has an excellent karaoke scene. I believe it was this chapter, but I'm not going to show that here. And are we going to pass this? We did it. I don't think I've passed this in any of my playthroughs, so this is good. I'm starting to understand it more. Alright, so we'll just go ahead and choose a stat category to go ahead and improve here. I think we'll go combat since dude can't fight. Alright, so you see Flambe is really quick to get back now because he can fly back to base. Meanwhile, Waterboy has to like cross all the right streets and stuff, but it is what it is. And I think that's it for this shift. Yep, that's it. So we did pretty well here. We didn't level up, but you know, we only had 1 failure, so that's ideal. And now it's lunchtime. Here is Robert Robertson's dog beef.
Maybe he's got an iron stomach. Do we
And
know
here's
anybody like
Malevola
that?
and
Super
Prism hanging out,
What
checking
name?
out
The-
Robert
I don't
since
know. Okay, we did 1,000
if you
pounds.
remember when
Hey,
this
Rob,
video started,
Did
he
you
was
recently
working
lose
out.
like 700 pounds?
First off, you're either shit at math or you think I'm like 300 pounds. I am not.
But yeah, if you're somebody that
I work hard.
enjoyed
Secondly, what are you talking
Invincible,
There's a
The
boulevard around with
Boys, this is
superheroes
definitely
and
along those lines.
person
It's
against
nowhere near as
violence,
violent as The
violence
Boys, but it's
about?
definitely
That's a real
crude
specific
in
number.
that sense.
That's
I'm not
specific
gonna
number.
tell
Maybe
you
house.
who is involved or
One
what
page.
happens, but
I knew my friends
yeah,
were
one
like,
of these
"Make
episodes
your
does
friends
have a
some
sex
money."
scene right at the start, so
Fine,
keep that in
okay.
mind. This is not exactly
I
something
was
for kids to play.
What does that mean?
We
But yeah,
sang.
the storytelling is
it's just more
awesome.
sense.
You know, you have that Malevola in prison. Remember that thing?
Sorry,
Classic
you're just gonna have to
Telltale
earn your
things going on. It's
$936
just
and some
really,
other
really
way.
enjoyable.
What way could that be?
You know, and the best thing
Oh,
about
like
Dispatch
work
is that
out.
it's 8 episodes, and every episode is around like
What the fuck?
30, 45 minutes. They aren't long at all. You know, compared to Walking Dead, compared to
Clean this shit
Life is Strange, those were at least 2 hours per episode, so this doesn't really waste your time. It's you do your dispatching, you make your choices, that's it. And, you know, a lot of people are, you know, gonna feel a certain way about the dispatching, but that's just what this game is. And if you can just grow to, you know, appreciate the conversations that go on in the game, there's definitely a lot to enjoy here. So, yep, that's that. That's Dispatch. You know, 3.5 on SmashPad, but it is our.
You know what I mean?
I don't, actually. No one's trying to fuck Shroud.
It is our number 3 game of the year. So, congrats to Dispatch, and hope you guys find some time to play it if you haven't already.
Because you might get the chance, and you don't want to go in there having to think about it. You gotta know.
We don't kill people. We're the good guys.
That's a good guy answer. Mecha Man's coming back to life one patch at a time.
One patch at a time.
I mean, Royd's doing most of the work though, right?
So much. He's probably gonna redo all this shit. Evening, folks. Welcome back.
We got a few guesses at your identity. Leading one right now is Blue Balls Man.